start with me. There we go. There we go. We'll see if we even get anybody on here. I put a post up on Facebook. I was having trouble going live there and asked if I should go live on YouTube, and I heard yes. See, they're looking a whole lot better today. They're not sleeping. Birdie2 tweet. How you doing, sweetheart? That's the leather coral. He's looking a whole lot better when he's not sleeping. Like, let's come over here to the brain. I think that's what it is. Grace for Purpose. How you doing? This one's really cool. Look at, that's a bunch of different mouths in there. Each one of those green things is a mouth. See that? Zoom out of here a little bit. $17.76. How you doing? Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, I like these little things. I think they're GSP. Little green polyps. And again, this is my favorite. Let's see if we can get a better close-up look here. Iowa Mouse, how you doing? Marianne? Judith? Grandpa, how you doing? Ain't that cool? That was actually a gift from the people up there at Corals and More. He asked me if I had a torch, and I told him, no, I don't have a torch. And he goes, here, I want you to have this. And I thought that was so awesome. Me and Mrs. G stopped up there on the way back from Louisville, Kentucky, and St. Peters, Missouri. Right there in basically Louisville. Or not Louisville, but St. Louis. And that guy's a great guy, let me tell you. He has a wealth of knowledge. I like the Zoas. I had a mishap, and if you haven't noticed yet, all those little rocks there and that there and those little encrusted looking things there, it was all one big rock a little bit ago, and it wasn't looking really great. So I was dipping it, and when I was pulling it out of the dip to put it back in the tank, my arthritis kicked in my hands and I dropped it. So I'm going to try to salvage what I can. I've got a few pieces that are still alive, or coming back to life. You can kind of see it there. And I'll frag them and bring them back, see what I can do. Here's the other Zoas. I can't remember what that one is, but it sure is pretty. Let's see if we can get a better close-up here. Let's see. Sorry guys, it's hard to read the comments and try to keep the camera steady while I'm zooming. Here's Mrs. G's rainbow anemone. And we'll look at the fish here in a minute. Here's another rainbow, or another anemone. Let's see, where's he at? There he is. There's two of them actually down there. Let's see if we can get a better view. The heck is he? I'll get better at this, guys, one of these days. There they are. It's hard to get a good shot with the right color because of the blue lights. Yeah. Let's see. Let's come back over here. What else we got there? We got this hammer, a frog spawn hammer or something like that. I think that's what it's called. And those things are really cool. They've got these like dishes you put up on the top of the tank, and you can put your phone down in it with the filters and take it from above too. But I really don't have enough in here yet to start doing that. That's an Akinpora, I think that's what it's called. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. But that is pretty. Little purple tips on it, and they'll grow. It'll start growing out big. And the other rainbow anemone. This is the waving zinnia. It's really hard to get a good picture on it. Let's come around this side. Let's see here. See if we can get a better. Let's see here. Here's a better close-up of that other anemone. If I sound funny, guys, it's because I'm bending over trying to film this. Got a snail right here on the glass there. Mexican turbo snail. And that's going to be a little shelf leather or shelf rock, one of the two. It feels pretty hard. Matthew, how you doing? Roy, you're more than welcome to come, but I mean, it's kind of hard to read such a long message, and I don't think anybody else is reading it because it goes pretty quick, buddy. I mean, I'm a Christian. I read the Bible, and I appreciate you. That's about all I got. I've got a few things coming in the mail. Um, Down here we got the sump. The lights are off, so that's kind of hard to see. I'm still working on it, guys. It's a work in progress. Basically, this is all the filtration. It's all natural. I've got algae down in here. Two different kinds of algae. I've got dragon's breath, and I've got a Cheeto moss. And then I got some invertebrates in there. I got some snails and peppermint shrimp. You see the peppermint shrimp? He's in there doing his thing right now. Let's see if I can move that. Aye. Here, maybe I could just turn that sun. Let me turn that light on. That ain't gonna hurt down here. There we go. There he is. It's kind of nasty down there, but they've got it looking a whole lot better than it did. Jeannie, I actually have a few shrimp. I've got one shrimp that lives right down here in this cave over here, and he only comes out during feeding time. He's a pretty red shrimp. Fire red shrimp is what they call him. This here guy is probably my favorite. Let me turn the regular lights on, that way you can see. Let me put a little more white in it. That way you can see better. See the fish better, should I say. Give me 1 second here. Darn it. All right, let's. No, you gotta leave the lens on there. See the big difference without the lens? And if I put the lens on there, it's a whole lot better. Let's see if we can get some picture of the fishes. Of the fishes. Let's see what we got here. There's old Nemo here. Nemo and his cow print buddy. They got a big long scientific name, and I can't. Also, something I can't pronounce it. I just call him a cow clown. And that back there's a maroon clownfish. And I've got another one back there somewhere. Let's see. Here's the chromuses. They're kind of hard to see. They're just too quick. That there is the blenny. Can't remember what kind of blenny he was. He's pretty cool though. And the bigger fish right here. See if he comes back around. That's the powder brown tang. Let's see. They don't want to come over here to the regular light where you can see the fish better. This one here is a really pretty one. It's a royal grandma, or hell, I'm sure I butchered the name. There's those green chromuses in the blenny. That rainbow wrasse, that's that little guy right there. He's really cool. You stick your hand in there for any reason or mess with the tank by touching it, and he's always checking out and see what's going on. Now he's gonna play shy. That right there is my favorite, guys. My favorite of the fish. And I didn't think he would be, but he's so cool to look at. He's a filefish. He eats aptasia. Amen, Roy. They're just really relaxing, darling. Really relaxing. And yeah, I'm gonna do some more stuff on trucking. I ain't done talking trucking. I've got a lot to say, but most of it'll be rants, and I'm kind of letting my blood cool down a little bit before I start ranting. Oh, that sounds cool. Grace for Purpose. A Jimmy Jimmy Durante. He was actually an old actor. Ha cha 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 cha. So they probably named a fish after him, just like they did old Jack Dempsey. That powder brown one there, he's really pretty, but he's probably one of the more aggressive ones in the tank. I like the tangs, but you can only have so many, and they have to be different shapes. And I'm afraid to get the wrong ones. Some of them will eat your corals, and some of them will eat your fish, and I don't want neither of that to happen. It's like I had said previously, most everything in here has a job. It's a utilitarian. They're a utilitarian fish. If they ain't got a job, they don't need to be in here. It's how I started to look at it, but Mrs. G came along and she said, "Oh, isn't that so pretty?" Like that one. And it is pretty. So we got a few in there that really don't have a job, but they're just pretty. That's their job. Sit around and look pretty like me. Now you know I'm full of it. Can y'all hear me all right? I'm starting to read the comments now. Mrs. G should actually be walking through the door any minute now. When I first started, and I wish I would have took before pictures. I don't think I did. I might have. I'm gonna have to look. But this tank looked horrible. I mean, it was bad. Mrs. G thought, "Oh my Lord, what did he get himself in? What did he get himself into? And what am I gonna have to do to clean it?" And I said, "Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I'll take care of it." She came home one day and it was looking a whole lot better, and next day it looked a whole lot better, and next thing you know, this is what we got. Oh, there's that little black camp clownfish. Where's he at? They're supposed to make a bond with the anemones because I've got bubble anemones or host anemones, and like that that green one back there is a host anemone. The rainbow ones, I think the rainbow ones are also. I can't remember, but I know that anemone back there, it's a host anemone. But they're supposed to create a bond with them, and the clownfish, once they create a bond with them, they'll actually bring food to them and feed them and feed the anemone and help clean them out. Looking pretty is a great job, right? Right? I hear you, Laura. We got that clown tang, and he likes to stay in the rocks. He'll come out just for a split second, and I can't get him on the camera, and then he's gone. Oh, he's over here now. Let's see if I can. There he is. Let's see if I can. Oh, he's quick. And that's their job, just to clean the rocks. Thomas Hill, I love the blowfish. Jen, how you doing, sweetheart? I love the blowfish, but no, I can't have the blowfish in this tank. Blowfish aren't utilitarian, and they're not good for the other fish I have in here. Jen, I'm just waiting for Mrs. G to get home from work. She actually went and got me some supper, and I was actually going to tell you how they starved me and locked me up in this house, and they never feed me, and but I'd be lying, and you know I ain't a good liar. I like that hammer and that torch. To be honest with you, I don't think I've seen a coral yet that I didn't like. I've seen a few that I was afraid of because they're more expert type corals, and I'm afraid I'm going to kill something. So far, so good. All my water parameters have been spot on. We'll just call it big beginner's luck. Even a blind squirrel gets in that once in a while. Thomas, I'll start. I'll start cooking. I'll start cooking. Actually, have a few restaurant things we're going to be doing also. Shell, no, I never did get the axolotl. I never did. I could not find one local, and I was really afraid to have one shipped, to be honest with you. And we did see one in Louisville, but heck, they wanted $150 for that thing. He was cool looking though. He made me kind of like it, but I wasn't paying no 150 for him. Mrs. G goes, "Oh, isn't he pretty?" Yeah, but he won't make a ride home, honey. And I'm glad you asked that before she got home. Well, I'm sure Nashville has them. Jen, you're welcome to come see him anytime you want, sweetheart. You know that. I like the pulsing zinnias. Did I show you guys these already? They open and close. They're like the other zinnias. The other zinnias wave. These are pulsing zinnias. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you now, Shell. Just kidding, sweetheart. Ain't those cool?
Did you gonna get banished to outside?
Oh, hi, honey.
Dad forgets about you.
They were actually playing. They were playing.
We're just playing.
Now they're looking at the door. Just mud flap.
Oh, glad we're chilling. Good old fish pond.
All right, let's see. Let's take those off. And let's go see about messing with Mrs. G. Hi, honey.
Well, hello.
Did you have a good day?
I did. I'm glad it's over. What?
Are you really glad?
I'm glad it's over, so I can come home and see you. Chino's like, and me.
And yes, I have a dresser in my dining room.
Yes, we put blankets in there.
Well, my great grandfather built that dresser, and I finally got it. And I didn't have no place to put it, and that looked like as good a place as any.
How's everyone doing this fine day?
Tired, old, hungry. Hemorrhoids are acting. Oh wait, no, I ain't got hemorrhoids. I'm just kidding. That's probably the only thing not wrong with me.
I'm pretty sure they didn't want to know all that.
It was funny though. Made me chuckle.
I'm just glad it has stopped pouring down rain. It has been awful.
How awful has it been?
It has been super awful. I had to walk from the front parking lot all the way to the shop in the back. And luckily I had my raincoats. Because it was a mess out there.
I remember I didn't have a raincoat once, and we wound up with 3 kids. Oh, it ain't after dark. Oh, reel it in. Woman,
Oh my.
I can't take you nowhere.
You just never know. You could say the most innocent thing. And
Lord,
you could
please
twist
forgive me.
it. Where's Titi Marie?
Where do you think she is?
This is not outside.
Her ear, she's got a cut on her ear. I'm going to have to put a cone on her head to stop her from scratching
Keep
it.
scratching. Come here, mamas. Come here, T. Were you just not going outside? Her said, nope, it's wet. I don't like
Here, look at the butt
wetness.
wag.
I don't like the wetness.
It was wagging.
Mom.
You only get a few nub wags, son.
I only get a few nub wags, Titi Marie. There it goes. There it goes. Her whole booty's wagging. Her whole booty's
Sorry, I didn't mean to
wagging.
make you guys look at the dog's butt.
Her whole tushy's wagging.
But that's about as happy as she gets. Guys, I'm hungry. Mrs. G brought me supper since I brought her supper last night.
He did. A big old fat burrito. Well, Flap looks pitiful. He's like,
Laura,
yeah.
thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Like I said, my great great grandpa made it, and I never met him, but Gigi, which was my great grandma, she didn't die until I was well passed away. Hell, I said die, but she didn't pass away until I was 12, and I was like her favorite. And I loved Gigi. She loved me.
Our oldest daughter is named after her.
She is. That's where Eulalia got her name.
Oh,
Sandy Riddle, how you doing,
Go
sweetheart?
fat girl. Go fat girl.
Guys, like I said, we're going to call it a night. Love you, and we will see you later.
Peace out.
Bye. Oh, here, I'll let you see me real quick. Bye. Look at that. I ain't got no stomach no more, guys. And that's not sucking it in. That's sucking it in.
That's sucking it in. No more
Love you
fun.
guys.
Love you guys.
Oh, where's the button?
He can never
I don't
find
usually
the
do
button.
this.
It is.
Just the X up there or what?
Oh, I don't know what you got going.
Well, I don't know what I got going on either. You
I
usually
didn't
handle this.
like that.
You broke it.
Is it the X?
You broke it.
All right, we're gonna try this. Let's see. What
I'm just going to hit
happens.
the X. Hit it.
Hit
Hit
it.
it.
Hit it.
Are you sure we want to stop streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Good night,
Love
guys.
you guys.
Love you.